winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday tree. Winter wrap up. Hello and welcome to the Winter Wishday rewrite. In this video, I'll be reworking the story of Winter Wishday to see if I can improve upon it, while making as few major changes to the core plot as possible, and while staying within the rules the show has set for the world. My main issue with Winter Wishday's story, as I laid out in my review, is that it's simply bland. So my main goal in this rewrite is to spice things up a bit. So let's get started, shall we? We start off with a musical number following the ponies of Maritime Bay doing festive activities. A specific scene could include a snowball fight among the town's foals, where the earth ponies sprout bushes as cover, unicorns make and throw snowballs like machine guns, and Pegasi swoop down like dive bombers. It ends with Hitch at the police station talking to Sparky as he bundles him up in excessive snow gear. He remarks that it's the first time it's snowed in Maritime Bay in years, and the snow is heavier than it's been in living memory, so he wants to make sure his little buddy, who just isn't having it, stays warm. They set out the sunnies, and as soon as they step outside, Sparky lights his snowsuit on fire and runs off towards the Bright House. Hitch yells, "You know how important Wishentine's Day is to Sunny and I, and if you ruin it for her by getting cold, I'll be very disappointed in you." Then we transition to Zip and Pip practicing, Izzy doing her thing and Sunny baking. While she frosts cookies, she could be listening to the weather on the radio. The reporter could say that a storm appears to be brewing over the Bridlewood area, and record snowfall is expected in the coming days. She says, "I don't know how we're going to keep to our schedule if it keeps snowing like this." In my version of the story, everyone planned to spend the holiday together from the very beginning. Seeing how Sunny and Figgy have known each other since Sunny was a kid, there's no way Sunny wouldn't have known that Hitch would be spending the holiday with her. And I imagine that after whatever happened to Argyle, she would have spent her holidays with Hitch and Figgy. I also can't believe that Zip and Pip wouldn't have gone home sooner to spend the holidays with family, let alone that Sunny would have expected them not to at all. The biggest question is how on earth did they not discuss their plans sooner? For this setup to work, it would only make sense that they'd planned to be spending the holidays together. Sunny would have been the one to prepare and organize their trip, both because she wants to celebrate with her friends, but also because she really wants to see and learn about how other ponies celebrate the holidays. Instead of being nervous simply because the writers wanted stakes, she would be worried because of the weather. She could say how even before the snow would have been hard to hit Graham and Figgy's, Bridlewood, and Zephyr Heights all in one day. And now the weather will make them have to rush even more. So she starts getting antsy for Hitch to arrive so they can get going. When Hitch arrives, she brings this up and they both start to stress and worry. And now that it's been brought to her attention, Pip starts to worry too because she doesn't want to miss her show. She says that she might have to bail on the holiday trip so she can make sure she and Zip get to Zephyr Heights before the storm. Sunny and Hitch agree, saying that without being able to fly, they simply can't cover all that ground in a single day. Sunny stamping her hoof angrily and asking how she could be so stupid, and that she completely got ahead of herself and planning for so much to happen in a single day. She gives a big dramatic apology, saying she wanted so badly for them to retrace their original journey but together as friends. All the while, Zip and Izzy giggle and snicker in the background, causing Sunny to irritatedly ask why they're making light of something that matters so much to them. Pip especially goes after his sister, making Zip smirk and ask them to follow her outside so they can understand. Zip is smug and Izzy is bursting with excitement. Then they triumphantly reveal the mare stream. With Zip's understanding of flying and aerodynamics and Izzy's engineering and magical know-how, they successfully made a lightweight gliding trolley that can be pulled by a Pegasus with the help of a magical power source. Yes, this is inspired by the Sky Bandit, but Pegasus-powered sky travel is actually canon, as we can see in the first episode. Taking the lantern, they plug it into a magical engine gizmo which channels prismium energy into 4 crystal-powered thrusters that levitate the mare stream up a few inches off the ground like an air hockey puck. Now it can easily be pulled along and maneuvered by a single Pegasus. Sunny is overcome with relief, saying that not only do they not have to worry about the weather, they don't have to rush place to place. All their problems seem to be solved, and without any worries, they set off to Graham and Figgy's. They arrive there without issue, and they make their gingerbread houses. Hitch, rather than being neurotic about the trees and trying new things, he's upset about old traditions being supplanted by new ones. Maybe she replaced her old kettle and mugs with new ones that she got to celebrate Zip, Pip, and Izzy joining them. But Hitch and Sunny are sad because they wanted their friends to see the holiday traditions that were so special to them growing up, and that included the little things like the special cocoa kettle and cups. Figgy could say, but we can start a new tradition. And Hitch could ask, why do they have to replace the old ones? And it settles on Sunny suggesting they should keep their tradition, but find a way for their friends to add their own spin on how they take part in it. A way to mix old and new. Sunny and Hitch keep their old sentimental mugs, but their friends choose new ones and decorate them so they can become sentimental to them too. A happy compromise, rather than Hitch just having to suck it up and having his views made fun of behind his back. What kind of friends do that? It also shows how Sunny has been part of Hitch and Figgy's holidays for a while, and it gives Sunny a way to show that she's still helping ponies find harmony, unity, and all that G5 nonsense. After that, they fly to Zephyr Heights. I don't think that a show being held on an important holiday would happen late in the evening when people would be gathering to celebrate privately with their families, so they get there at midday. But while they were at Figgy's, the weather got far worse than they expected it to be, so their flight was turbulent and nerve-wracking. But they still made it in time for the show, which happens fairly similarly to how it did in the actual special. The only difference is that, as they leave, Sunny asks Pip and Zip, is it true that Pegasi gift each other clouds? Shouldn't you have been able to see, well, cloud? And don't they need to be kept in jars to be preserved? Back to back, because it shows that she's not a dope, and that she's done her research into Pegasus history and culture. But before she can get any answers, she's abruptly cut off by having the doors fly inward when she tries to open them, blown by super high winds. That snowstorm came far earlier. Sunny is heartbroken that the sky is so cloudy that she won't get to see the wishing star on her first Wishentine's Day with her friends, but it only makes her even more determined to make sure that Izzy gets to do her tradition in Bridalwood. So they take off, hoping to quickly make it to Bridalwood so Izzy can leave her thing at the tree and they can get back to Maritime Bay before it's a full-fledged blizzard. However, by the time they get to Bridalwood, Zip is freezing, and her wings are so stiff she can hardly fly. They're crashing down towards the trees, and, with all seemingly lost, Izzy, with a boost from the lantern, teleports them to the ground outside her cottage. Bridalwood is freezing and doesn't have much time left before they're buried under snow. Zip asks, didn't the radio say that the storm was developing over Bridalwood? Sunny says yes, and Hitch adds that he heard that too, proposing that maybe the unicorns have something to do with it. Then he says to check the book Grandma Figgy gave Zip. Inside, they find a story about the Wendigos, and how an evil cult once tried to summon them with the chant Frosty Shivers. It turns out that with magic back, the Wendigos are too, and while ponies are united enough to prevent the Wendigos gaining their full power all by themselves, the chant has been adding to their strength and helping them create a storm. The story also gave a counter incantation, Toasty Joys. Yeah, that's the best I can come up with. With that, they repel the blizzard. The unicorn's holiday festivities are saved, Izzy gets to put her thing on the tree, and they get back in time to see the wishing star. And now that they prove that they can unite to save Equestria from a serious threat, seeing their cutie marks in the sky makes a bit more sense, although they don't find out why they do until Chapter 4. And that's the end. I just want to thank you all for the positive feedback I've been getting on not just my last rewrite, but on all my pony videos. Truly, it means the world to me. I remember saying thank you for the comment in one of my videos, and now it's hundreds of comments. So truly, all of you, thank you. At first, my way of letting people know I'd seen their comments was to heart it, but now that would mean everyone would be getting a heart. That would just rob favoriting a comment of meaning, and I don't want to do that. You'll just have to take my word for it that I read and like every single comment I get. I don't take any of it for granted. So please, ask questions, share your ideas, and give feedback, because all that goes into making my next video. And I'll do my best to give you guys proper credit. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you like my other stuff as well, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.